Looks like these fish are... Wait for it, you're gonna love this. All washed up. Boom! Oh, man, a double betrayal. Did not see that coming. Triple betrayal! Everybody is on fire tonight.
Leonardo Hamato is an interesting individual. As a middle child, he's not forced to shoulder the responsibilities of being the oldest, nor is he fawned over or babied like the youngest. Instead, he's free to do his own thing, and as a result, he ends up having more of a lackadaisical approach to life. In his free time, he does what he likes to do the most, which is read comic books. And for good reason. Someone has to be up on the latest issues of Jupiter Jim.
Freeze, Jupiter Jim, or I will blast you with the invisible blaster from Zeta Alpha 9, as seen in Jupiter Jim and the invisible blaster from Zeta Alpha 9.
But other than being a Jupiter Jim superfan, who is Leonardo Hamato? Well, if you ask Leo, he's...
I am a champion. When I say king, you say Leo. King?
Of course, according to him, his main role in the group is as the team's face man.
I'm the face man. People love me.
Last time you saw her, she tried to kill you.
Who hasn't?
We need to know where Meat Sweats is, and you're the team's face man. Get in there and do what you do best. Face.
Ugh.
He's the face. That is a very important role, right? Well, faced with the thought of losing his brothers, Leo revealed to Hueso how he really feels about his place on the team.
I will not be fine. There's no team with just a face man. I need my brainy guy and my smashy guy and my eats peanut butter with his fingers guy. I'm nothing without them.
If he thinks that he is nothing without his brothers, then what's the deal with all of this number one and champion talk? I believe that Leo is putting up a front and hiding his true feelings. In actuality, he's using a specific defense mechanism called reaction formation. Reaction formation involves unconsciously transforming an unacceptable feeling into the opposite, something that is more acceptable.
Oh my god, I love your skirt. Where did you get it?
It was my mom's in the 80s.
Vintage. So adorable.
Thanks.
That is the ugliest effing skirt I've ever seen.
Solitude may be a reaction formation against cruelty. Altruism may hide selfishness, and piety may conceal sinfulness. Therefore, I believe that Leo has been creating these grandiose titles and this larger-than-life persona as a means to cope with his feelings of insecurity, his anxieties, and to combat his self-deprecation. Forming a larger-than-life persona to counteract their suppressed emotions about their circumstances also reminds me of someone else we know. But I digress. Behind the fabrications, who he pretends to be and who he wants to be, the real Leo is still on display, starting as early as the very first episode. He's attentive.
We should go. People's blinds are starting to open.
He understands the team's strengths and weaknesses.
Whoa. Where'd my brothers go? Mikey, where's your legendary optimism? Raph, where's your go-getter attitude? And Donnie, where's your thing, your emotionless passion?
Here.
He assesses situations.
Any votes for staying home during the anti-mutant panic? No? Okay. Let go.
He's a strategist.
When I said you got this, I meant that. Look, I bet the only reason we're here right now is because Donnie inputted coordinates of blah, 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 blah. Mikey razzed his Taz. April finally used her crane license, and Raph is gonna put it all together in a plan to defeat that leadhead with this mystic collar.
Wow, Leo, that's remarkably accurate.
And he's the voice of reason.
I'll blast it with the boom cannons!
Donnie, Taz in that thing.
You never let me shine!
These are all the characteristics of a great leader. However, something interesting happens when he's actually appointed as such.
Huh?
What's it gonna take for you to be serious, Leo?
And end up with a worry line between my eyes like you? No, 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 no. I do not want a Raph chasm.
Chasm? The only reason I have a chasm is I have to worry about you bozos 24/7. You just don't get it, Leo. I'm the oldest here. I'm responsible for keeping us safe and making sure we can handle anything that comes our way. 'Cause if I don't, you could all end up dead.
Sorry, I missed that. Can you repeat everything from, well, everything?
And there it is. He's being cocky, arrogant, and acting as if he's unfazed, even by the prospect of losing his brothers. If this is reaction formation, then what is he trying to mask? Previously, he was masking his insecurities, his anxieties, and his self-deprecation. But with the faces he pulls when he thinks no one's looking, I want to say that the newest emotion he's masking is fear. He's terrified of being the leader and floundering under his new responsibilities. He's scared of the consequences of his actions and what those consequences may mean for his brothers. And most of all, he's scared of losing his team, his family, due to his own shortcomings and failures. However, instead of voicing his insecurities or communicating with his team, he doubles down and falls back into old habits. The faceman persona is turned up to an 11, and things get worse until... His greatest fears have been realized. He has failed as a leader. He has failed his brothers. He has failed to stop the invasion, and everyone he loves is going to die because of his failures. Now met with this harsh reality, his defenses finally drop.
I don't want to fight anymore.
He finally voices how he's felt all along.
You didn't yell because you were mad. You yelled because you were scared. It's scary to be responsible for the lives you protect. Your team, your family.
He may be speaking to Raph, but he's facing himself. And it's the breakthrough we have all been waiting for. Although he didn't know it, through letting go, Leo became exactly what the group needed the most. He became the face of home.
Step aside, it's portal time! No, stop now! Cowabunga! Nailed it! Yes! I'm changing my code name too. Bluey. No, Bloom.
No!